Hi everyone, this is Derek for Studio MMA and MMA Newt, and I have with me Cub Swanson. And I got to add right now, I just found out he's half Swedish, half Mexican. This is a big deal to my cameraman. You're not hurting anyway?
No.
He wants to get on the Swedish card. He's half Swedish. He's got grandparents there. Make it happen, please. You're short. You're short like me. And you're fighting a tall guy. How did you get past that? Did you just, I'm going to have to eat a punch and I'm going to get in there? Or what was your game plan?
It's like a real tricky technique. You go like this. you move. So when he commits down the middle, you move, and then you close the gap. Simple boxing.
A lot of people thought you were going to try and get it to the ground right away. Looking at everyone watching the fight was like, watch him, he's going to tackle him, he's too long, he can't get in, he can't get in. Did that ever cross your mind? Same as when you grapple in jiu-jitsu, I'm going to pull guard. Did it ever cross your mind, I'm going to tackle him, I'm going to get him, or I'm just going to outstrike him?
No, I didn't even wrestle for this camp. You know, I worked some defense. I worked judo throws just because I knew we would hit the cage. He might try to push me up against the cage and make it, you know, like a boring, ugly, stalled out fight if he had to. And so I worked judo throws. But I didn't even wrestle. I wasn't planning on. I knew that he might try to knee me if I shot in on him being so tall. So I wanted to bang with him, and we kind of got into it over Twitter, and we had our, you know, little trash talking. So he said he was going to bang, so that's what I trained for.
As a fighter, what's it like going into it when you know they're saying this and I'm saying this and I'm saying that? Does that actually, they always say, oh, it's mind games. Does it actually play a factor?
It can. When I fought Jens Pulver in the WC, it got to me, all the hype and the trash talking, and it really offended me because he got the crowd to turn on me and turn me into the bad guy when he was the guy that was doing all the dirty stuff. And you know, so it kind of tripped me out, and I felt when he started talking crap, people were trying to compare it, like, hey, don't let it get to you. And I was like, that was a long time ago. I'm a completely different fighter. I've grown up. I've been through so much. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to try to kill this guy. So.
Now, when it does get in your head, do you just, I'm going to hurt, I'm going to overcommit to punches, I'm going to knock his head off, and that's where you find mistakes, or how are the mistakes factor in?
Yeah, that can happen. So my corner just, you know, we made it a big deal that, you know, not a lot of instruction, just real simple instructions, because I already know what I'm supposed to do when I get in there. All they were telling me is stay calm, be patient, and keep that fire in you.
And so you waited for that, moved out of the way, overhand right. When he went down, did you know, or were you just, I got to finish this up?
I was kind of shocked. You know, I didn't believe it at first, you know, and I saw he was down. I saw that he was hurt, and I followed up and got the win.
Since most people will never knock a person out or knock them down, how fast does that happen? Is it just, oh shit, and then, or how does it work? Does it go in slow motion, fast motion?
Yeah, it was so fast because, you know, we spar all the time, but when you got the little gloves on, and it could be the hardest punch you threw, it could be the lightest punch you threw. It's all about timing and where it lands on the person, if it grazed them, or, you know, there's a lot of factors. So it's just one punch, so you got to throw, you know, a lot of punches, and one of them connects, boom, he drops.
Now, you've been on big cards and you've been on small cards. How much of a factor does a sold-out arena play? Because your corner's telling you, stay calm, stay cool. How much adrenaline is there? They always say adrenaline dump. How much is that? And does it affect you after 5 minutes? You go in hyped up and then...
It can. Yeah, it can, but I mean, like I said, I get scared backstage sometimes, you know, and every fighter gets the nerves, but I'm like nervous that I'm not nervous sometimes, and I was just so ready that I'm like, all right, am I in the zone? But I was like so in the zone that I had to question it, you know, and I just was excited to go out there, win or lose, and put on a good show and get the crowd to erupt.
Can I ask you how you deal with those nerves backstage when you know in 5 minutes it's time?
I tell myself to suck it up, and this is what you asked for, this is the job you choose, and, you know, deal with it.
Since you've answered a lot of questions on how other fighters should deal with in this, you're a great fighter and you've done great in your career, but your first fight was a loss. So I think a lot of fighters go in and I'm going to be the champion of the world, watch. And then when you lose, what did that do to your confidence, and how did you go from that to this tonight?
It's just like always believing in yourself, you know. When I lost my very first fight, it was a fight in Tijuana, Mexico, in a club, and my family was like, "What are you doing? You know, like, are you serious? Okay, you got that out of your system. Move on." And I was just like so offended that they didn't believe in me, that I took it like that, but they just didn't understand. But I was like, I know I could do it, and I'm gonna do it, and that's the thing that I've always kept with me, and that's what keeps me going.
Is your family behind you now? Did they know about tonight? Do you send them a message? Told you, you owe me $1.
My family's here, and I'm so excited because we're leaving Monday. So all day tomorrow, I get to hang out with my family and eat some pizza and check out Chicago and have a little family vacation.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Again, have Swedish. If he's feeling good, at least ask him. So thank you very much, Cub. Take care.